Piper of Hamelin, a poem written by Robert Browning. A perennial favorite in the English-speaking world, Browning composed the poem entitled The Pied Piper of Hamelin as a gift for the son of his friend and benefactor William Macready. Robert Browning was born on May 7, 1812, in Camberwell, a suburb of London. He was an extremely bright child and a voracious reader, and learned Latin, Greek, French, and Italian by the time he was 14. He is an accomplished playwright. However, Browning was also a master of the dramatic verse. A poetic prodigy, Browning composed of his first volume of verse by the age of 12. He first published his poem, The Pied Piper of Hamelin, a child's story, in 1842, based on an old German legend which may or may not have had some basis in historical fact. The Pied Piper is the one who charmed the rats of Hamelin, Germany into the Weser River. This one is the oldest picture of Pied Piper in watercolor painted in 1592. The second character is the lame child, who narrates the poem and also the one who survived in the spell of the piper. As the Pied Piper opens, the town of Hamelin is grappling with an infestation of rats. Desperate to rid the city of the vermin, the corrupt and repulsive corpulent mayor is surprised when a musician arrives. He is dressed in unusual, multicolored clothing and offers to eliminate all the rats in exchange for a payment of 1,000 guilders. The mysterious piper explains that he can charm the rats with his instrument, hypnotizing them into a state where they will follow him out of town. The town leaders agree, and the piper plays his tune, attracting the attention of every rat in Hamelin. The rats follow the piper past the town limits, where he leads them into the river Weser. All of the rats drown, except for one who was strong enough to swim across the river. The surviving rat returns to Ratland to tell his cautionary tale, explaining to his brethren that the piper tune gave him visions of tripe, sugar, and other delicacies. With the rats destroyed and their nest blocked up, the mayor and town council of Hamelin feel secure in reneging on their agreement with the piper and refuse to pay him the 1,000 guilders he demands. They now only offer the piper 50 guilders, with the mayor explaining that the piper cannot bring the rats back to life. In response, the piper plays a second tune, which enchants all of the children in Hamelin. The children follow the piper into the mountains, specifically to Koppelberg Hill, where a wondrous portal appears. The piper and the children march through the portal, which eventually closes, and the children are never heard from that again. The citizens of Hamelin learn the fate of their offspring from one lame child who was not fast enough to pass through the opening before it closed. The child, saved by his physical limitations, parallels the rat who survived destruction by its superior fitness and serves a similar function of revealing the secret of the piper's song, which had promised an idyllic world of play for all who followed. The poem concludes with the moral that promises should be kept with all men, especially pipers.